けきなりこぼれてる。寄り添いながらあなたを見つめ、そう指先だけでロリを転がしながら教えてほしい。固めてパヤパヤパパヤパヤパパパヤパパヤパパパヤパヤパパヤパ
Aya! Oh yeah! So with the new OBS settings, or sorry, with the new OBS update, I have the option to monitor my audio devices. And I'm very curious what would happen if I hit like this button, and then maybe I hit this button and it went like, ah. Oh, it doesn't double monitor. Okay, that's good. I was worried that it would just like infinite. No. I was worried that it would like infinite. You can't see it on my end. Anyway, hi. I hung out with my friends today. What are those? Yeah, I've got some pretty good friends. I only worry about my one friend because he always gets drunk. How'd it go? It was fun. He gets too drunk. I think it's like it's good. He likes to drink, and I think that's fine. I just think he needs to tone it back. He's just gotta dial it back. He's too drunk to play the video games. Hi, Benyold. I don't know. How was your day? It was good. I worked on a little bit of VTuber stuff. The eyes should be a little better. I think they still need work, but they should be a little better. Less twitchy, I suppose. But it's kind of hard no matter what, you know? It's not easy. And I improved the switching between outfits. Oh, not that button. Wait. Oh, did I fuck it up? Oh, I fucked it up. Apparently I didn't do it right. Yeah, there we go. So it's a little better. I also added a toggle for... I can now just turn that on without having to spend the time to do it. If I want. Hello, Night Sky. Naked. I'm clearly not naked. You can clearly see I am wearing things. I'm not naked. What the fuck? I've got 3 pieces of clothing on right now. I kind of want to get a Stream Deck, but I don't want to get a Stream Deck. I also wanted to get a mixer, but I don't really know about mixers, and I feel like that would be a waste of money. You know what I mean? You know what I could do, though? I could set it up so whenever there's a hype train, it forces me to get naked. I actually have that functionality here in front of me. Yeah, hype train status start. Yeah, I could just do that. I could just make it so I get a hype train and I get naked. I could also set it up so if there's If I get 100 bits donated, I get naked also. I can do whatever the hell I want. Become an MRE channel. Dude, my digestion can't handle normal food. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea, man. Anyway, I gotta figure out ways to get the eyes to be a little better. I suppose maybe I just need to calibrate them again. I'm gonna calibrate them. Hold on. Calibrate eyes. Keep head straight towards camera, eyes open. Turn head left. Turn head right. And it doesn't seem any better. Actually offering. Yeah, I know. It's hard to know. I think the tracking for basically everything else is okay though. I think. When I go like me. Omelette du fromage. And when hi, Vicar. Thank you. There's a lot of settings I can mess with. Like there's one where I can change the way my everything moves. So like if I lean forward, it like bends my back instead of you know, the other way. It tries to keep my hips stationary, which isn't too bad, but you know, it's a little nicer when I got a little bit more movement. But I think it needs more. I can also work on animations, but that's kind of hard. So I'm not just kind of in this pose. That was rather unnatural. Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. It was just a setting I ticked on and off. I could also do this, you know, just in case I feel like it. I can become the bird, which I'm sure everybody loves when I become the bird. You know, everyone's favorite. Oh, natural, not unnatural. Ah. Expressive, but what the fuck? Expressive body tilt. That's weird. It also causes a lot of clipping. Huh. Well, I can certainly do that. If I want. Huh. Weird. Can we get a wave for the people in the back? Yeah, I got you. And if I do it this way, it goes the opposite of which direction I'm leaning. Strange. Can you do a full turn? I mean, I can, but not... You know what I can do? I can do this. And then I can just do it like this. That's what the hair looks like on the back, by the way. No collision on the holster. But honestly, my VTuber artist is overworked. They're overworked. They do a lot. So peak. I really like it, yeah. I think it could be better, but not much better, you know? I think most of the issues come from the tracking, and the tracking comes from the camera, and the camera is patented by Apple, so only Apple phones work. So you know. Only Apple iPhones have the camera capable of capturing the minute face movement. Because that's the thing. If you ever look at other VTubers, they're kind of their face kind of just goes like ah ba 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 ba. No matter what they're saying, right? No matter what they're saying, their mouth only goes like up and down because they have like basic fake face tracking. Whereas this is an AR kit, which is a very special type of tracking that tries to track a lot of the fine details, which is why it can do like and the thing about that is like, how do I describe this? I intentionally, with my VTuber, chose not to have toggles. Like, not toggles like I can change the outfit like this, right? This is the outfit that was actually meant for the VTuber originally. This was secondary. But, how do I phrase this? It's like, I didn't want to have to push a button to look angry or happy or anything like that, right? I wanted it all to be natural. So even with a couple of small downsides, because there's a couple downsides to it, it's a little bit harder to get everything perfect. It does give me a very natural type of look with my facial expressions because it is just tracking my face without any, you know, there's no bullshit. Although that was because I put my hand in front of my in front of the camera. Like if I do this, like yeah, the camera can't see my face. If I itch my forehead, it blocks the camera tracking. You know, that's kind of that all the little stuff is why it does what it does. Yeah, it gives me the most authentic look possible, which is what I want. That's what I want. And if you guys want to see how this kind of stuff works, so here's where you add props, and this would be like, you know, this can take objects or images, which is cool. You know. So I have a lot of control over that stuff. And it's all controlled on this stuff. Change the background. I could, but it would render it. This is a 3D program. And to be honest, I'm kind of afraid to touch this stuff. And there's like there's sorts of toggles, and there's all this stuff, which is like special things. I don't actually know how to touch all this because I don't really understand it. And I don't want to fuck it up. Granted, I have a backup of this, but you know, I don't want to fuck it up. And then you can call on like any of this stuff. Like I can make it so if there's a hype train, I can toggle something. I can make it if there's a raid, subscription. I don't understand profile loaded. I can make it so if you donate through Chatterbait, I guess I take my clothes off because this has Chatterbait and Fansly integration. I mean, I've never even gone on those websites, but I mean, you can. You can if you want. Sure. Yeah, I didn't even know Fansly was like a porn site until somebody told me. Chatterbait's pretty obvious just from the name. Color. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, you know. Cycler switch, random switch, text switch, cooldowns, message box. There's also stickers. I don't actually understand what stickers are. Hold on, let me try. I know I'm frozen. Give me a sec. Is that... This one just sticks onto the... Huh. Weird. It doesn't like attach itself to anything. See, with this one, even though it's the same image, I can choose where to attach it. So like, you know, it's attached to the to the chests, which is why it works when I'm moving around. Oh, that's the wrong button. I meant this button. This isn't as smooth as I would like it, but it's all right. The helmet looks a lot better than it did before, which is good. It looked a little crusty before. Sallet's a good helmet. But I like this hat a lot. I think the hat came out great. I think the hat really came out great. And you know, if I decide I'm like, hey, put the gun in my hand, I can do that. Oh, it's the wrong gun. Gun. And then there's the gun on the back as well. Couple like basic effects too, but they're not super great. And yeah, I could load a world, but I'm afraid to do that. Oh, what if I go to Green World? Oh, yeah, there's Green World. There is in fact Green World. There's also... Oh. A basic outdoor area. Which I don't look like I really fit in at all. Just kidding. Yeah, it is. That's my little bit that I do. What do we got? We also got concert stage. Oh. This one's for all the real VTubers. I guess. And attic. Oh, I thought this was gonna be like Asmongold attic. This does not look like an attic to me. You can see the lighting mostly works. There's a couple of areas where it's not perfect, but it's trying its best. No, it's just the pant style. No, it's just the style of the pants. They're those like puffy pants. All right, go back to default. Prove it. No. Hold on, reset the camera. Yeah, this isn't the one you guys see. I have it set up now to where there's two different ones, which is why I can do this. I have it set up so there's two different ones now, which is good. I'm glad they added that. And that's what this is. This is like a different projection. I think that's pretty much all of it right now. I'd like to get a couple things a little better, but ultimately I don't really have that much control over it the way that I want. Like, again, getting the eyes to not twitch when I squint. You know, it's that twitching that I don't like. But that's really hard to fix. We do love Horror Slop. That's true. I have to be up tomorrow for Easter stuff, so I don't want to stream too late today. But, you know, we'll figure it out. I wonder if I lower my monitor. I wonder if I lower my monitors a little bit lower, I can put the camera a little lower and get better visual. But I'm not going to mess with that stuff right now. That would be a lot of work. A lot of work and potentially a lot of problems. Good time. Why is that lucky? Do I play this one? Dare I? Yeah, I think we'll play this one. Mr. Maze. That's true, you did gift me Mr. Maze. Oh, do we got anything new out? Time zone. I normally start earlier. Sorry, Night Sky. My plan is usually to start at like 4 p.m., but today I was hanging out with my friends. I was a bit busy. AI-generated call of the toilet. Jesus Christ. Body cam horror with a gun. The Witch's Disciples. Wait, wasn't that here yesterday? But some of these games I saw yesterday. Surely there's been more games since then. One. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the original Resident Evils. It's not that I don't like them, but they've really aged, I think. And that can be fine, but, you know. Shrimp Pact. I think Resident Evil has aged pretty poorly. I've heard good things about Onimusha. I've heard good things. There really isn't much since I last looked. All the games stopped coming out. What is this? Penuma. Looks like a little Diablo-style hack and slash game. Nothing at all. Yeah, that's good. Anything new upcoming? Not particularly. Yeah, where is the new Resident Evil? Or where is the Resident Evil re-release? There it is. Although I feel like with Resident Evil 1, wait, is that Rebecca? Can you play as Rebecca in Resident Evil 1? I thought you could only play as Chris and Jill. All these screenshots are from Chris. Hey, you can? I didn't know. Interesting. Jay, she's got the red headband. I guess I'm glad that it's out, but also it's got like 2 DRMs on it. I don't know how much that matters. I feel like this game will run fine even with a shitty DRM on it, but you know. At least there is a PC version. 2. Capcom is really trying to stop people from pirating their games, but unfortunately it's not working. So basically, they put 2 DRMs on top of Resident Evil Requiem as well. And the problem is that they did that and people still got through it in under a day. They had that shit cracked in under a day. So at that point, what ends up happening is people are more tempted to use the other version, like the pirated version, because it's going to run better than if they spent money on it. And doesn't that seem just fucking silly? Doesn't that seem fucking silly, bro? But yeah, anyway, with Resident Evil, I mean, I don't really like the original Resident Evils because I think they have a lot of bad game design in them, but I'm also willing to forgive them because this shit came out in 1996 and was also the pioneer of the genre. So when Resident Evil 1 has a shitty inventory, I don't blink an eye. It's fine, whatever. When a spiritual successor, like somebody's like indie game, copies the shitty inventory system from the original Resident Evil, then I go, hey, this sucks. Hey guys, this sucks. Can we not do that? Yeah, age and originality. Same with Resident Evil 2 and even Resident Evil 3. I forgive it a lot for its jank. Well, now you can play the better version of Resident Evil 3 because the Resident Evil 3 remake was not good. Wait, is that Jill's outfit in the Resident Evil 3 original? Is that really what they put her in? No way, right? I didn't know she wore that. Or is that an outfit? Is that a custom outfit? Why'd they put a custom, like, leather outfit on the screenshots? Weird. Yeah, that shit looks unlockable. Let's always add stuff. Yeah, that's what her outfit's supposed to be. I'm afraid to go down on the Steam screenshots because I know people are gooners. So I just don't trust it. Resident Evil's community is, for some reason, comprised of the biggest gooners on the planet. It doesn't make much sense to me, but it's true. You go to Mod Nexus at your own risk. They're out of their mind. They're out here to... You know what I mean? Anyway, I do have a game I want to play. Oh yeah, I saw this game. I don't know if it ever got good. It's another, like, Friend Slop Lethal Company-esque one, but I don't know if this one ever got anywhere. It doesn't really look like it. I guess it's the underwater one, I think. Wait, is it? No. No, it's not. There's so many of these fucking things. Play it? Yeah, you should. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna launch up this little shitty stinky game called Channel 64 And after we're done with this, we might play King of the Castle. So if you'd like to play King of the Castle, you know. Channel 67. Moderator, can you set the game to channel 64 and then also put an announcement in my Discord that pings the game pings and tell them we're playing King of the Castle after this? By that time, sorry. I don't know how long this game is though, to be honest. You should also add that. Is that I don't know how long this game is. Channel 64. Well, I gotta turn this shit down. Too loud. I mean, this might be a really short game. Hi, Drywall. Oh. All right, I'm here. Start. All right, I just turned off all the power. Me when I walk into somebody's apartment building and just turn off all the power. All right, now let me turn that shit back on. Where can I find this little guy machine? Asking for a friend. Soap. Can I slip on that? Achievement unlocked. Brave soap. Pick up the soap from the store. Or from the floor. Press P. How come there's different keys for every action? Hi, Twin Scythe. You missed me talking about the model, bro. 1, 2, 5. Not that door. Not that door. What's this door? Evil fucking Teletubbies. Alien Man. The Facer. Upside down bald man. I don't know about you, but I'm freaking spooked now. It also looks like I need glasses. POV, if you have good vision, this is what it's like to have nearsighted vision. But like if you have nearsighted vision that's not too bad. Like livable nearsighted vision. This is what it looks like. Where it's like, yeah, I can see the door. I know it's a door, but I can't fucking see anything on it. Until I get like close to it. You know, it's like you can see shapes, you just can't see detail. 226556. And solitaire? Four number combination for the safe. Well, it sounds like you're farsighted. Is that correct? Are you farsighted? What the fuck was the code again? 226 and 556. And arm's reach is okay. Oh, you have super nearsighted vision. How the hell did you pass your driver's test? Yeah?
Hi newbie, it's your first working day here. Nervous buddy? Don't worry, we all start somewhere.
Who is
See the
this?
hole in the wall?
Yeah.
That's the elevator. VHS tapes will be thrown into that elevator, which you, in turn, must digitize using the TV next to you by turning the knob at the bottom. Then, you take the cassette to the storage room and place it on a free shelf.
Yeah?
It's not that hard, right? Come on, kid, I need to go. Don't make me disappointed in you.
Alright. Hey guys, I gotta be straight up with you. I do not remember what my boss told me. Press F to interact. I can't interact with that. Don't scan that. Badass. Anyway, I'm supposed to get VHS tapes and guys, I do not remember what my boss told me. Fuck. I'm too nervous to call back. Oh, here we go. I'm supposed to watch this, right? No. Put it on the shelf. But don't I have to, like, watch it? Or do I just put it on the fucking shelf and just call it a day? Like, surely I watched the fucking thing, right? No, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It's not my problem. Let me take a look around. I have bad memories with coffee. Spooky. Is that a man with a cat? I can't tell. Guys, I don't think I was supposed to just put that on the shelf. He said something about turning a knob. I think I'm supposed to do something. But I don't remember. Repeat him? Yeah, why not? I mean, it would have been funny if I didn't know. You shouldn't offer. You should just wait for me to ask. Okay, this tape, there's gotta be a VCR. Oh! I have to sit down before I can insert it. Asian man. Oh, it's that creepy fucking dog.
Where the mail order means you ordered by
But he is a little silly.
we come to you. Keep the one that you like best, and then return the rest for any one of
5. Write that down, write that down, write that down.
Television, so beautiful it enhances any decor, is an amazing new wireless wizard electronic remote control. Is the
Wireless
push-button
wizard.
panel. Select your channel. See all color shows in living color.
Did I miss the number? No, it's 2, 5, 2. Stop. Gulp, a spooky church. Seven. But hold on, I'm about to pull off a pro gamer move here. Fuck. Okay, it wasn't any of those. So I got 5, 2, 7. Looks like something's drawn on the side of the cassettes. Yeah, number 1, number 2, number 3, and this is probably number 4. Wow, it's number 4. What's on this one? How did you know? Four. 5, 2, 7, 4. Okay, will it work now? Oh, that just wasn't the code. So it's a code for something else. Well, then what's it a code for? What is that? I can't read that. 1690. Oh. I don't need this yet. Okay, so if we got 5, 2, 7, 4. Yeah, Twitch has been really buggy lately, huh? Number 5. I'm back. Hi, back. Oh, yeah. We're playing in King of the Castle after this game. Five, 2, 7, 4. Ten. I need to go to the toilet right now. Again, bro? 5, 2, 7, 4, 10. Write that down. I pissed like 7 times today. Was that a fucking crab? Out of my way. I got more VHS tapes to watch.
Everyone knows that beautiful hair makes a girl look beautiful.
Beautiful Chrissy.
That's right. If you don't have good hair,
This is beautiful Chrissy, the doll with beautiful hair that grows. Press her tummy, and you can make her hair grow.
1.
And grow. And grow. Beautiful Chrissy. She's ideal.
That's pretty fucked up to say to people. 5, 2, 7, 4, 10, 1. Also, I think you guys should put like put like dashes between that, because 10 is one number. Guys, I don't know how to phrase this, but I think there might be like 3 more tapes. Wait, hold on. Can I put these closer together? Oh, I can. Never mind. Wait. It's a fucking maze. Number 6. The boiled one filed my taxes, and now I'm in trouble with the IRS. Five, 2, 7, 4, 10, 1.
Visual test started. Camera 3. Subject is missing. Camera 3. Subject not here. Object 9. Seen in Sector V7. No visual
Master
activity.
Chief.
Status.
Wait, no, that's the Arbiter.
stable.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's the Arbiter. Fake fan.
Status. Present.
Present.
The subject shows no signs of being aggressive. He is watching.
Six. 5, 2, 7, 4, 10, 6. Is that the order? Wait, 5, 2, 7, 4, 10, 1, 6. Do I have to, like, put them in that order in here? I don't want to mess around with it yet. Guys, I'm going to need you guys to write that down. Wait, hold on. I can just write it down myself. Hold on. 5, 2, 7, 4, 10, 1, 6. There we go. I got it. Hello?
Warning. Channel 7 interference detected.
Signal going. Beyond. Recording.
Fortnite.
God will not help.
Is that the boiled one? That looks like the outline of the boiled one. little spooky. I'm not looking. You can't scare me. Was there a number on that one? I didn't read that one. I didn't see a number there. Can I put it back in? I can't put it back in. Does anyone know what that number was? What was that? Was that a crab? I think it was 3. I'll trust you and say it was 3. Number 9. Top 10 number 10s. Number 9 is number 8. Number 7 is number 4. That would have been scary for me in real life because I'm short. Number 9. And now we've got number 10. Hold on, I've got to pee.
Possess unequaled selling and protection magic.
Magic?
It keeps things like tobacco or chewing gum moist and dehydrated soups dry. It preserves the crispness of potato chips and the softness
14.
of prunes. It seals flavor in and keeps harmful light rays out.
Number 14. And what about this one? This one reminds me of, right away, I'm just looking at this and it just beamed into my brain. That one song that's like, and you don't see, hold on, I know it. Hold on, I could actually just pull it up. What's that song called? I know what it's called. Duvet by Boa.
And you don't seem to understand.
It just gives me that vibe.
A shame you seemed an honest man.
I am balling. I am faded. I'm here. What, on the train? Number 12. I need to put this cassette in storage. Number 12. Hello, boiled one. Number 8. I need to turn on the light in the electrical room. I sure hope nothing spooky happens. I think I'm missing something. Turn off, turn off, turn off. Fuck. Oh, I'm just really short. I'm just super short. I think the Warbly Watcher is watching me. Huh? What the? The door is jammed. I'll deal with it later. I'm gonna watch more tapes. Hello? Number 11. I need... Don't worry, I'll finish that. A goth girl. No, I need to put the cassette back in storage. I'll deal with the door later. I'm gonna keep watching cassette tapes. But hold on, I have to pee again. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Number 9. Clan Shouter Condom. Is that Jeff the Killer? Or is that a reflection of me? Number 13. Number 13. I've only got room for one more. This is number 15. It's covered in blood. I'll wash it off. Run now. Okay. I should probably go. Well, let me go really fucking fast. I need to find something for self-defense. The boss might have something in his safe. Oh, you mean the camera? I need to figure out where the monster is. I can't call anybody on the phone. Help me, Teletubbies. No, it's just a guy who stares at you. And there's bald guy. There's the Teletubbies. Help me. Is that him? That's him. On the camera. He's in the electrical room. He's in the bathroom. Digitize. DVD rental store is closed. The owner was arrested for experimenting on employees. 4 employees were found dead. The survivor said that one of them was an aggressive creature, so he could work without pay. Good ending. What? Wait, what was with the numbers? Wait, what was with the numbers? I digitized the monster with a camera. I think I was supposed to put them in order. You know what it was? Oh my god, you know what it was? I know what it was. What the tapes had the answer to the maze where the vents were, and you'd have to put them in order. If you put them in order, like in the numbers that they gave you, so like, you know, I got 5, 2, 7, 4, 10, 1, 6, 3, 9, 14, 12, 8, 11, 13. I would have put them in that order to begin with, and it would have told me the answer to the maze, because I thought it looked like a maze. I mean, I just went through the vent. It was easy. That was really spooky. Wait, there's 24 videos, but I only watched 15 of them. How does that work? Wait, 37% of people beat the game. And there's more videos than I found. And there's an achievement for dying. Well, okay then. You guys want to play some fucking King of the Castle? You guys want to play some King of the Castle?
And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seemed an honest man. And all the fears you hold so dear will turn to whisper in.
Hold on 1 second. What models do they let me... What models do they let me add? Prop, GIF, FBX, OBJ. I wonder if I can add a crown prop. Yeah, we can set it. King of the Castle. I need a new random person. I should have stuck with the one that came up a second ago. Ooh, it looks pretty good. Damn, look at all these looks. You're excited? Not yet. Yeah, fuck it. New monarchy. The Slop Dynasty. Now I have to enable the extension. The barons never win. The patricians always get owned. The chiefs are really strong. This time the patricians will win. Surely. Okay, now you can type it. And I have to enable the extension. You could have defined which one you want to join, Hunter. You could have done so. Too late now. Too late now. Oh, while you guys do that, I'm going to give you guys a second to do that. Let's see. Yo, free 3D model? And you can buy some models for like 60 bucks, or if there's just one for free. I mean, it doesn't look super great, but... fuck it. Hold on. One second. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Will this work? I don't think it worked. This did not work. Join, you're already here. You're right there. If you're on PC, you should have Twitch extensions, which should let you see it. And if you're not on PC, then I don't think you have that. actually. Hold on, I will try one more time. Give me 1 second. This is a brand new run, so everybody's starting fresh. Everyone's starting fresh, okay? How about... How about this one? Will it work now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this one worked, but it's a little big. It's also untextured. Wow, that's still too big? Holy fuck. How about 0.01? That's still huge. All right, add another 0. Well, it exists, but there's no texture on it. It also has lighting. Almost there. It's a little huge. And again, the lighting is a little fucked up. Oh, Jesus. Comically large. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's lower that down like... Oh, it looks so dumb. Oh, can I get it like a little smaller? No, that's too small. That's like, let's go like that. Oh, I should also throw this on. Not that. What if I do like... It should be tiny. You think it should be tiny? That's too small. Maybe a little bigger. No, it's perfect. You think so? Maybe I should raise it up a little. Let's see. To 7? How about like that? Now it's floating. I mean, it's really tiny. It's kind of just resting on top, don't you think? Hold on, what if I move it forward a little? Too much. There we go. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. Sideways. No, I shouldn't bother with it anymore. I think this is good enough. Good enough. Now add textures. There are textures. I don't think I can add them. Oh, that makes me wonder. Hold on. Hide this one for a sec. Not getting rid of it. I'm gonna clone this. Uh-oh. No, hold on. Add, let's see. There's another file type. This one might have textures. No, this one's also like that. This is a different type of file. It's pretty much the same. Thanks, Lydia. Okay, we ready? Is everybody joined? Is everybody joined? Is everybody ready? Okay, I'm going to explain this once now, and I'm going to explain it, I'm going to explain things as we go. But basically, you guys are not all friends. Everybody is my enemy. But you're all also each other's enemies. And you can see where you are on here in case you forgot. It will not change. You will be on this team the entire time. And your goal is to achieve whatever you set your goal to be, which will be after these 3 events. And it'll also give you an opportunity to vote in a second. Now that you're a king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles all hail from across the kingdom. Yeah, we got the patricians. There are rich people. We've got religious people. Oh my god, Steve Racecar looks like a goddamn bowling ball. He looks good, though. They're religious zealots. And then on the barons, they hunt. Everybody starts arguing. Hey, hi, Baldy. Your Majesty. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Surely a conqueror this time. Sake. No, that's terrible. A warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the military overall. Surely. Guys, we can win a war if we actually try. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when they get restless, they take the daggers and look for the nearest back. What do we do? The council will decide what happens at your coronation. But it's my coronation. It's not an absolute monarchy. Everything has to be run past a vote. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Okay, so here's how it's going to work. You can't vote yet. But you're going to vote for one of these. And one of these will be... will determine the stats. Now, this doesn't really matter too much right now because right now you guys don't have any ambitions, but the ambitions will come after this. Into the river. No. I mean, yes, I can do that. Yeah, we'll do a coronation. Okay, so now that I've started the vote, pay close attention. This is important. Get the Burger King crown off. You're blocking stuff. That's right, I have to make myself smaller. So, you guys will be voting. Now, here's the important thing to remember. I cannot close the vote until this ends. You see the time? Does the game usually take? It depends. I can't end the vote early, but when this timer runs out, it's up to me to decide when it ends. Which means if I want this vote to go on for 10 minutes, I technically can. Now hold on, I have to make myself tinier because I'm in the way. I'm in the way. Get the freaking VTuber off my screen, bro. I can't see. Oh shit, hold on. Make myself tiny. Tiny and in the corner. So, you voted for C. You cannot change your vote unless something occurs to make you change your vote. But even overall, this isn't very important. It is decided. The king will be thrown into the river. What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true king. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back, soaking wet, the chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. The nobles are laughing. Of course. So, pay attention now. If you are a baron, Agneth of the Yak Yak bloodline, infamous marcher, they want to take over. So, the barons will now be voting for their goal. This is a baron only vote, and you guys decide what you want your goal to be. Now keep in mind that you are also working against other people. You're also working against me. Sometimes it might be a good idea to align your wants with another team's wants, or with my wants. There's things you want to do. All right, so this is pretty unanimous. Hey, vote A. You fucked it up. It's fine. That wasn't gonna change the vote, Night Sky. Don't worry. You weren't gonna change the vote. It would have been 1 out of 6. But it's good to learn now. The Baron's plan is to lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. The Grandees, Torquato of the DD Dave lineage. Oh, hi Dave. Charismatic political mastermind stands bathed in sunshine. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. This is a stain on our honor. Now the Grandees will be voting for what they want. A matches what the Barons want. Doppelganger is something else, and there's also one for farming. So all of the Grandees will be voting for this one. Oh yeah, if you're on desktop, you can get rid of the Burger King crown. Get it off. Get it off. Get it out of here. You fucking dork. Hold on, I'm gonna make myself a little bigger again. Just a little. Wheat. All right. So the Grandees want to raise their farming to 5 or more. in 4 seasons. 4 seasons? Yeah, 4 seasons. Aquila of the PLA Hunter family, legendary business mogul, writes up a plan. Okay. That's not you. That's Aquila. So the grandees now vote. Now the grandees want to vote for A right now, and that actually goes against the barons, if they so decide, which would both curb the barons. I'm gonna give this one more time so you guys get time to vote. This would go against the barons' plans. Can I vote on my phone? Yes. You type exclamation point vote and then the letter, like everybody else's. You can see how it works. Although you don't vote on this one. This is for the grandees only. You are a baron. And as a reminder, the baron's goal is to lower stability. The grandees' goal is to raise stability. And the grandees' goal is to raise farming. And the patrician's goal is to raise stability. I got it backwards, sorry. This is so good for yellow. Reverse voting's fucked up. I'm going for reverse voting. Let's let the grandees win. No, this is a 3-step. This is a 3-step thing. Just because the grandees' goal and the patrician's goal are met now, it also takes 4 seasons to complete. And also there's a step 2 and a step 3. Pirates. Option. No, that's not true yet. You must do something about the pirates that have been plaguing the coast's ocean trade routes. I lost a fine shipment of fine silks. And they killed me crew. Of course, that won't be cheap. Well, we're not paying the pirates. That's some pussy shit. So, we can either send in the coast navy, or we can, say fuck it. Vote now on your phones. We're not paying pirates. We don't pay them with government money. Okay, everybody seems to want to fight them. But the patricians have the weakest military and always do. Maybe we can get them better. I want everybody's military to be good. Military challenge failed. The military was wiped out. Okay, well, the patricians can't do anything to me now. They... All right, they're useless. Over the next few months, the patrician navy suffers constant attrition in the battles with the pirates. Your flagship is sunk by cannon fire. Pirate captain with some magical talent summons a kraken, destroying several of your galleons. The pirates are more powerful than advertised. Though you do keep them away from trade routes, the coastal navy's power is weakened considerably. Pirate problem gets worse. Is that bad? Bad for the patricians. Oh yeah, you guys can make deals with each other too, or with me. Bad news, your highness. A meddling wizard set up shop on Hashburg. I believe it's Pestia, the lady of pestilence. What's the problem? She's putting out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the march are lining up for their chance. and I, Meow Mustard, have decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those workers are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council's ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it represents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Okay. Okay, what do we want? Do we forbid Meow Mustard from traveling? Request they forfeit the title? Or allow them to? Reverse vote. So you have to vote for your least favorite option. Which option do you hate the most? Don't vote for the one you like. Vote for the one you hate. Go. Which option do you hate? Not which one do you like. So far, B is in the lead. B is in the lead. If you don't want B, vote for B. I'm gonna give this more time to go. All right, it looks like B wins. I suppose that's an acceptable compromise. Meowster Mustard goes to Hattsburg. We're now richer. Meowed Mustard 2 joins the council. Farming has gone down. Trade has gone up. One evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, you mice. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? I name's Quacking Tony. Pleased to meet you. I got a bloody great idea. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knot? I reckon we could get some aerial troops and totally dominate the battlefield. Your marshal bursts in, sword drawn. I'm sorry. Where's the palace watch? Do you want me to kill him? No, I want to hold a vote. Okay. She goes into your council, who trickles in with their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. Okay. What do we vote? I think we... All right, hear me out. This is a good idea. The coast has no military. So, what if we experiment with the coast military, who can't go any lower, and potentially give them aerial troops? It's not like it can go lower, right? It's as low as it can go. So the only way this can go is up. Let's go. Vote B. Am I kicked out of the game? No. You're not kicked out of the game. You can just vote if you want. It's a lot more simple than you're thinking, Night Sky. There's a chance they could get jetpacks, guys. This could work out. Under Quacking Tony's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to a coastal knight. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in a flurry of mad pecking and pooping. Quacking Tony insists you use the mere wrong type of birds. Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostriches, and little grebes before hundreds of coastal troops quit in disgust. The whole thing is a failure. Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what would have happened. One thing's clear from this mess. You need an honor guard who will keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their regions. Of course, it could just hire foreign mercenaries. Which mercenaries do you suggest? fearsome knights from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard, but they're costly. And hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's knights. I'm gonna be honest. Now, guys, don't take this as an insult, okay? Now, we do have the oiled up gladiators. They love to oil up. We have the battle nuns. They have a vow of silence. But they care about the church more. And we have the veterans of the march. And they, I don't know, they're loyal enough. Now, guys, hear me out. You're not gonna like this, but hear me out. We get more people in our military by hiring mercenaries. I hire the mercenaries. You've never seen a gang of such huge, unpleasant-looking cutthroats sneering and smirking and cleaning their fingernails with daggers. But guys, we have more people in our army now. Your fears are assured by their commander, a gray-haired man who calmly explains their service they provide. As long as the coin doesn't run out, they'll sacrifice themselves to the last man on your behalf. All right, next mechanic. Pay attention. The coin does run out. You know. Pay attention. This is a important mechanic. When I push start auction, there is a 60-second timer. I can't affect that timer. I don't choose to end the auction. Once I push the timer, the auction goes and it ends automatically, okay? And how you're gonna do it is you're gonna type !fund, the letter of the building, and the number of money. This is your individual money you're spending that you have. It's tied to you. There are auctions in the future, so you should not spend all of your money because there's, you know, you need the money later. You can also vote for other people's things. So, like, if you're a grandees, you can vote for a baron building, but it affects the barons. If you're a baron, you can vote for a grandee building, and vice versa. So you, the barons, could vote for E and lower the patricians' trade if you wanted. This is an option for you. Barons focus B. You could spend that money. But keep in mind, if you vote for B, the patricians are going to vote for F, and that's going to cancel it out. Which, you know, maybe that's okay, maybe that's not. Now, me personally, I'd like it if people voted A. So in 5 seconds, I'm going to start the auction. And again, I can't affect it. I can't cancel it. It's up to you guys. I'm also going to load up this so you guys can see your money. Meowster has no money. Meowster doesn't get to vote. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. It looks like C and A are in the lead. Wait, A and F are in the lead. A and F are in the lead. You don't have to put more money in. Guys, you don't have to put more money in if you're winning. Okay, now C is beating A. If you're winning, you don't have to put more money in. It's just a waste of money if you put extra in. But C and F are now winning. A is no longer winning. Now A is in the lead over C. F and A are in the lead with 10 seconds left. That's right, 10 seconds. F and A are in the lead. A and F are still in the lead. You guys are putting in all of your money. Okay, most people have lost their money. And the result is A and F. The Baron's military is higher. How many people are completely broke? The Grandees have 3 broke people. The Grandees have their money. I'm sorry, the Patricians lost a lot of their money. The Barons are doing okay. a laughingstock. Your Majesty, and this acclaimed playwright Mateg Chickensteel has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? The problem is the new play features a character obviously based on you. How am I portrayed? By a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is appended over his head as he sits on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching the play. Theaters are packed. You must stop it. You cannot be known as King Biffo. I'll attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in theaters as the heralds announce your arrival. Away from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. What are you waiting for? The play begins. The Clown King arrives on stage, comically tripping over his own robes. They found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with custard-drenched king handing his crown over to the deserving hero. How do you react? Climb on stage. I congratulate the actors. The audience breaks out into relieved cheers, and the actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. Glad I didn't kill them. I have good humor and mercy. I am literally a professional clown. I go on stream and make myself look bad. Why are the patricians down here? Why do the grandees have no land? Your Serene Highness, our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen who calls herself the Bloody Gull. She established a stronghold on a tiny speck of land called Spiderheart Isle. According to our spies, she's growing every day in power and wealth. What are we to do? Only half our trade vessels reach their destinations. Well, guys, I'm gonna just let you know, we don't have the money for that. So you're gonna vote for C or D. Take your pick. We don't have the money for that. We clearly have the money for that. We don't have the money for that. Sorry, guys, we don't have the money for that. We don't have the money to pay the pirates. And we're not paying the pirates. All right, we're gonna solve this ourselves. Going once? Going twice? Any more voters for D? I mean, it could work out or not. I mean, what kind of pirate doesn't have a bounty on their head anyway? You put an impressive bounty on the Bloody Gull's head and wait. A month later, someone arrives at the palace. A broken-nosed fellow in a stained coat. He's carrying a bloody burlap sack, which he thumps onto your table. I solved your pirate problem. Weren't easy. Now give me the money. Check inside the sack. Yep. That's a woman's head. Not sure what you expected. It's good to check. How'd you do it? Wait, ask your spy master to confirm the identity. Reports from Spider Island garbled, but it certainly seems that Pirate Queen has been killed. I think our grubby friend is telling the truth. How'd you do it? They call me Topcoat. I was a pirate captain and a friend of the Bloody Gull once. Then she started demanding I call her Your Highness, telling me to bow and shit. There's no Queen of the Sea. When I saw your bounty, I thought I'd correct her delusions. And I'd let her make a pretty penny. Yeah, all right. Yeah, go for it. He still has to pay. That's okay. He did it. He lied. He didn't lie. Go ahead. In the wake of the Bloody Gull's death, pirate attacks along the coast die down. The Ghost Sea is still full of danger, but the trade routes are safe once more. Ad. Oh, I mean, I can wait for the ad. Well, actually, it's just finding a spouse. There's one person you can't avoid, your mother. Why haven't you dated yet? I'm busy. I'll tell you what, guys. What if I don't marry? But we win a war. What if I don't marry though? Yeah, incel king. I'm not interested in love. Who said anything about love? This is a royal marriage, Annie. Excellent. I'll send out our messengers to our most influential noble families in the kingdom. How's the season looking? Okay, this is still moving along. I'm waiting for the ads. Are the ads over? Probably ads are over. Tax time! Tax time!
His Holiness
Aw.
is a Lord of War. and
That's very
by
kind of you,
my
Sentient.
hand, He shall become glorious in power.
All right, Grandees, listen. Grandees, listen. This isn't me being mean to the Grandees, but I gotta be so real here. I'm looking on the right side, and you guys have all of the money. All right, I'm not being mean. You guys just have a lot of money. Nobody on this team decided to go to the auction. All right, so you're all holding on with it. They are smart. You're punishing us. I need money. We need money. Fine. I'll tax them too. How's that sound? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? No. Okay, fine. I'll tax all three. Is that better? Fine. Fuck it. We're taxing everybody. What the fuck? Oh, you're fine. Most of you still have money. We gotta kill this bastard. Okay, you decide to kill me, but who's gonna take the place? All right, you got schemes to complete. Arms shortage. Me. Your esteemed highness, the situation in the coast is dire. The king's navy is in tatters. So few ships remain, I fear we lack the presence to patrol the trade routes. Yeah. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what'll happen to our people without protection? I mean, we could pay for it. But you guys have really good trading. You guys have really good trading. I'm vetoing A. That's the king's money. We need that treasury for fun things later. The barons do really have a monopoly on violence. Do people want to help out the patricians? You know what? There we go. A coast without ships is a library without books. You send coastal carpenters, rainwrights, and coopers to making sea vessels. The economy has gone up, and the military has gone up. Trade couldn't be better for them. See, look, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. Wizardly meddling. Depths below. How many times do I have to tell you? They're not my responsibility anymore. It was your parent who stole all my gold. Someone must pay. Oh, shit. Have mercy, your august majesty. A former noble patrician, Meow Mustard, turned up at my estate demanding my jewelry and valuables. He said he needed them for research. They kept babbling about strong electromagnetic fields or whatever troubling nonsense. I warned you, wizards always cause trouble. We could compensate him. But what if I did reverse voting instead? Okay. Guys, vote for your least favorite option, not your favorite. Whatever you don't vote for will win. Which means you're voting for two things at once. Whatever has the highest votes will lose. Whatever has the least highest votes will win. Poor Nomi. Broke. Spent it all on Fortnite. You send out the summons but receive no answer. Either Pestia thinks you're either not a threat or simply not worth her time. More barons are deprived of their wealth. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Comprehension. That's why I say it loudly every time. I could be a jerk and not say it, Hunter, but I always say it. I think reverse voting's really funny though. I found 3 potential candidates. What if I don't want to marry any of them? Well, let's look at them. All right, let's see. She whisked away the cloth. From the coast, we have Leon from patrician Billy Bob Cletus's estate. They're always getting into trouble. Their interests are making money, and they have no thoughts of reputation, and they live in the moment. Not a cell phone in sight. All right. From the south, Rudolfo, the eldest son of the sinful Yeti lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, he claims to put the ninth god above all concerns, but unfortunately, he doesn't have a common touch. The peasants have terrible nicknames for him. I don't like the look of him. And finally, we have not that bright Skyon, Helamin, a typical baroness, loud, brash, self-absorbed, mostly well-meaning. She loves hunting, and she's not popular with peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Is that all? What do you think? I don't need them, Mom. Without marriage, you're alone. No island alliance, not to mention an insult to the most powerful families. I want to live with chastity. I hate sex. Party king, party king. You were always an unruly child. The days of your hedonism are behind you, no matter what you think. You're supposed to be a king. Kings don't have the luxury of that. You'll learn sooner or later. While the king settles into his young reign, a general has risen in the march, the indomitable Baron Agneth. You fools! You were supposed to drown the kingdom in chaos, but it's as calm as a Calabrian covenant. We'll double our efforts, General. They have to lower the stability to 4 or less. I could get bribes. Oh, you know what? Bribes. Guys, we're starting the bribe train. You want money? You want money? I can do that. It'll be great. Okay, everything's going on in the Grandees South now. A new plague. Your Holiness, there's a dancing plague. Explain this to me. It affects everyone. Dogs, cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Guys, I'll pay you $500 to pass a law that forbids dancing. Wait. No. I actually won't be doing that. Instead, vote for your least favorite option. Vote for your least favorite option. 3, 2, 1, go. Whatever has the lowest votes will win. So vote for the thing you want not to happen. If C wins, it lowers the Grandees farming. No, I don't think you understood. If you vote for C, it means C doesn't win. It's reverse voting. Nobody understands reverse voting. Even when I explain it. They're like, what? Huh? Reverse voting. Nah. Wait, that means I get to pick. I pick B. Because you don't explain it. What do you mean I don't explain it? You vote for the thing you whatever has the least votes wins. That's it. Vote for the thing you don't want to happen. That's it. Just because you're silly doesn't mean I'm wrong. It doesn't slow the spread. No matter how much one is flogged or fined, they continue to dance. Soon bailiffs are dancing along with them. I have to vote before you explain it. No, you don't. I don't end the vote that fast, machine. I don't end the vote that fast. It's like at minimum 30 seconds. You're fine. You can just wait. Don't rush to vote. That's a you issue. An opportunity, Your Highness. A cursed ship sunk last week just off our coast. I want to salvage the wreckles. The wreckles. Wait. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the 9th. It's closer to our city of Hythos than any of yours. But you seceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Don't let this liar fool you. I mean... Oh, we're not doing that. We're not giving it back to some other country. And the vote. Then I'll wait a little longer for you, machine. Pay us. Not yet. Man, a 45-second delay. How the fuck do you have a 45-second delay? That's crazy. Are you sure? Hold on, let me load up my own stream. No, I've got like probably a... I've got like a 3-second delay. All right, looks like the Grandees are gonna salvage the ship.
His Holiness is a Lord of War, and by
What?
my hand
But
he
it's
shall
in our
become
waters.
glorious in power.
Move over. Council World's final, isn't it? The operation goes ahead, and the stash yields a great bounty for the Grandees. Spices, Salish pearls, strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. The rich get richer. I taxed everybody, but they are rich. Gods above, this is not to be borne. The Grandy Field Marshal PhD brandish a Crumples hat. A hat! Oh, cheers, I think that's mine. It was left on the edge of my estate by a group of barons on holiday. Along with a huge number of empty bottles, they scattered picnic baskets everywhere, trampled my crops, and sat around a bonfire all night, and my horses were terrified. Now, I know the culprit was Joderific and his dissolute idle friends. We were just enjoying the prosperity and having a break. Those clear skies, the shining sun, what a nice change. You should be flattered we're so eager to visit. By the ninth, when the barons come to our lands, all they do is cause trouble. What do I want? I'll give you $500 to vote for C. If you don't vote for C, you're not getting $500. It's as simple as that. The only time I've ever seen Monarch's Golden Choice not work is if there's something so overwhelmingly, like, bad that I voted for that, like, nobody wants to do it. But most of the time it works. 500 more dollars. Grandy Field Marshal storms out of the council hall and returns to the south of the dungeon, in a high dungeon. The barons are delighted to keep visiting southern lands, but as squabbles and fights break out between the nobles, their banquets are cut short and they eventually retreat to the march. Some of the barons' wealth has decreased, the treasury has gone up. Stability is now stable. We didn't get much money. Well, shit happens. Not my problem. The prophesized Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Torquato, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the Grandees claim. Peasants all over are flocking to you, Torquato. I knew you could do it. Praise be to the Ninth God. This is just the beginning. With him on our side, we'll be able to capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. People still need a push, and with just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take arms and die for you. The Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Ah. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, a noble patrician sentient of eyes is on board their yacht. All plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks all is well with the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. You compare us to mice, dastardly creatures. Our next step is to trap. We will replace the palace watch with our own agents. The honor god is incorruptible, but the watch are another story. If the king can't pay them, we'll look for money elsewhere. Lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Grandee Llama with a gun stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to the other. The plague, it's spreading! I think I've been most affected myself. Get him out of here. It's a bit late for that, Your Majesty. Half the kingdom's infected now. You need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. It may look fun, but it's anything but. I'm pulling out the big guns. I'll pay you $500 to vote for B. If you don't vote for B, you're not getting $500. Go. If you vote for anything else, you're not getting $500. You could win, but you're not getting $500. Even if you lose the vote, you can get $500 for voting B. Don't think about it too hard, machine. Don't think about it too hard, machine. Their interest. Everybody loves money. Everyone loves money. Waiting for the wizard, you wonder if foot tapping is impatience or infection. Pastia is clad in tightly wrapped black silks and wears a face mask that resembles a skull of a giant rodent. Heard you were having a plague problem, Your Majesty. It's the dancing plague. That explains the bouncy watchman on the way in. I thought he was happy to see me. Not every day I get such a warm welcome, you imagine. I'm an expert in plagues and pestilence, but not of the dancing kind. Can you help? You have hired me, so I'll do what I can, but I make no promises. They leave the room accompanied by a cloud of flies. They're throwing. Don't worry too much about it. I was confused by their votes. They have a lot of money. Your Majesty, nobles of the council tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. We come together and forget our past troubles. What do you have in mind? Exchange gift, hold a friendly competition, a fashion show? We should have a team building exercise. We don't have the money for that. I don't have the money for that, man. You could vote for A. I mean, A's not that bad. No, we're too broke for riddles. We just hired a wizard. We just hired a fucking wizard. All right, B it is. Oh. Oh dear. The nobles of the council glare daggers at you and at each other. Your Majesty, I was running through the history books and found a most interesting tidbit. During the reign of Queen Igba, a kingdom held a huge parade in honor of all the regions coming together. It was a day of kinship, and it was quite the party. That sounds fun. What sort of parade? Massive floats dragged by horses representing the pride of their regions. Visitors flocked to the capital, and the city flourished. It made things much more harmonious among the kingdom. I never need a reason for party. Wonderful. How much money do you want to spend? Who's paying for this? I don't know. Reverse voting, go. Vote for the option you don't want. Whatever you vote for is the opposite. Wait, actually, this doesn't do anything. Never mind. Never mind. Vote for the one you do want. Vote for the one you do want, actually, because this is pointless. Now, voting for B helps out the grandees. I'm sorry, the patricians. But, you know. I mean, this wouldn't be so bad. Check something. I could go for a parade. Patricians voting C. Why are they voting C? For the vine. The treasurer nods, scribbling down notes. I'm sure we could stretch together some music and a few living statues, Your Majesty. The two of them leave deep in conversation. Soon word of the day of kinship comes all across the kingdom, and some are unimpressed with how little you're spending to spend, but that's the price of good sense. Relax, Hunter, relax. Look, spend money! Spend money! It's time for the grandees to spend the money that they've been waiting for this whole time. All right, are you ready? Three, 2, 1, go. Why would the government approve of a thieves guild, let alone fund it? You know, we're just a little silly. Vote B, $1. That's not what you do. You fund. You fund, not vote. Your mom 10. I know him. Now, this is important. Before anybody types anything, I'm going to explain this. The grandees and the patricians could vote to rebel, but this will cancel their schemes. So like you can see like the patrician scheme and the grandee scheme. That will disable your scheme. And it's based on your military power, and the patricians have none. So, you know, that's not good for them. Just throwing that out there. Your Majesty, the day of kinship has arrived. Today, the regions will come to honor the achievements of Queen Iga, the Reconciliator. And to celebrate me, of course. Yes, but the common folk consider you an acquired taste. You should probably focus on the nobility. It's a bit of a wretched turnout. Your float awaits, Your Majesty. Watch your step, it's a bit rickety. As you ascend the steps to your parade float, it's as tall as a small cottage, wider than an elephant, and 10 horses are ready to pull it forward. You choose to build a statue of my predecessors. Upon the float stands models of your ancestors, bearing symbols of their region, swords and scepters and books. You take your place in the front. No, no! The horses drive forward and the crowd roars in excitement. You could get used to this. As you make your way around the capital, other floats follow in your wake. The marcher float looks like a giant forest growing up on the mountainside. Upon it, the barons are eating a lavish feast. Occasionally, Tranquil throws down a chicken leg or a honey cake down to a peasant. The coastal float is a singular crest of an ocean wave. And the shadow gamers and all the other patricians are dressed up in shimmering chiffon and shiny brocade, masks dripping with jewels. The whole thing glitters in the sunshine. On the southern float is a mobile temple laden with flowers. Several grandees lounge on gilded sofas as Grandee Bold Earth shadow duels with a ceremonial rapier that whooshes impressively. By the time your parade reaches the St. Serena's Park, it's sunset. Towering bonfires brandish the dusk. Can I get you a drink? A couple, yeah. She brings you back a couple flagons of mead. What now? Go dancing. Oh yeah, the dancing plague. Oh, it's the king. Greetings. Hi, Goblin. You joined the nobles and the peasants. These musicians strike up a new... You joined the nobles and the peasants. These musicians strike up a tune. A real crowd pleaser. I ain't dancing. Find someone to flirt with. I don't need to flirt. Hit the gritty. If that hits 0, we all lose, by the way, I need to be so clear. If authority or stability hit 0, we all lose. All of us. The entire game is lost. That means nobody here wins. So, you know, it's kind of bad. Maybe I hit the gritty. You dance the night away with not a goblin and his companions. In the end, enthusiastic periods hit your stomach, and you vomit all over the expensive dancing shoes. He and the grandees take this as a grave insult. But shouldn't every party have some inadvertent bodily fluid? It was a grand day of kinship indeed. That happens. If that hits 0, we all lose. So gotta be careful. Not to die. No, we all lose. We'd all lose. You guys have to save me so you can take over. Because if I lose, then you don't get to take over. Nobody can win if I get dethroned. You have to dethrone me. Not everything. Yes, but you won't win. Yeah, but that's not good for you. Your Majesty, I assume you're familiar with the Grandee's latest puppet, the so-called Ninth Herald. Torquedo? He's a fraud. Quite so. And yet the Grandees are pushing Torquedo as their claimant to be put there by force. You're likely not to try anything while the kingdom is stable. You must keep it that way. Okay, if you vote for A, you know, that's not good. We'd all lose. So I'm not gonna let that happen, actually. Because that would be a straight up loss. Bribe. I mean, you know what, actually? If you guys really want to throw the whole game away, I guess you can, but I would highly suggest not doing that. Here, you know what? I'm gonna hit reverse voting. If you don't want the game to end right now and for nobody to win, everybody should vote A. Vote for A if you don't want the game to end right now. If you vote for something else, A might win and the game will end. That's fine. Why are the barons voting C? Why are the barons why is a grandee voting B? Okay, I gotta get rid of reverse voting. I think you're right, Hunter. It is funny. Hi, Elia. The High Inquisitor sends one of her most trusted servants to the south. If anyone can expose these so-called miracles, it'll be him. Rumors of bribery. Your Majesty, I've heard some disconcerting winters about noble patrician sentient of jar of eyes from the coast. They've been discreetly offering coin to your palace watch. Just gifts, they say. Just gifts, enough gifts to retire with. I thought the patricians could be trusted. Yeah, that's a fucking lie. I knew they couldn't be trusted. What are they playing at? They've been grumbling about low wages. We don't give them a raise. Think bribes will look very unappealing. Unfortunately, we can't give anything with the treasury as low as it is. We need to bring this matter to the council. By the depths, you don't have a shred of proof. Don't make me laugh. But if you... Oh, but we can't do that. If you guys vote for A, we also lose. That's really bad. This would get... Okay, so here's the problem. If you guys vote for A to improve your stability, you can't win, so voting for A is pointless. I'll give you $500 to vote for B. If you vote for A, you don't get $500. Simple as. The patricians are going to win anyway. We'll see about that. We'll see about that one. This is an outrageous overreaction. All the potentially compromised watch officers are fired as you begin the long process of hiring anew, hopefully more loyal ones. Yeah, it's looking kind of bad. Yeah, we gotta fix this problem. That's coming out of your wallet. Yeah, I think I can just leave it at that. Grandees too. Hold on, Tranquil. Let me just take a look. I'm either taxing one or all three. That's a lot of money on the Grandees. That's a lot of money on the Grandees. I vote all three. We are trying to stop the patricians from killing this kingdom. Hold on, let me just check something. You voted to kill me. When? I just went to your chat history. I just went to your fucking chat history, dude. You just got audited. I just checked. You tried to kill me. Deep fake. You're all getting taxed. Yeah, that looks about right. This is bad news. A new wizard. A new wizard has ridden in the march. It's Meowed Mustard, a former noble patrician. They completed their apprenticeship in record time. Usually it takes years to master magic, if the apprentice survives. That's crazy. They devoted themselves to mastering turnip magic and have taken off to Valmir in search of new treasures and secrets. Though, they've also nuked everybody's farming. People are calling it the turnip plague. Why did they do this? Well, the crown hasn't been in the best relationship with the patricians as of late, and the coast was the only unaffected region. The new wizard was once a noble patrician, don't forget. They destroyed all our turnips. Actually, they made turnips climb out of the soil and run away. Some sort of vegemancy. Many grandees and barons are blaming the patricians for this incident. Perhaps the council should step in? What the fuck do I do about this? What do I do about this? I guess vote for A or B. You shouldn't have taxed us. And A and B are neck and neck. I'm gonna give this one extra time until one wins by multiple votes. Oh, B is in the lead. Corrupt king. They're all corrupt. That's how kings work, dumbass. That's how kings work. They're all corrupt. And I am simply playing the part. Noble patrician Sir Hippu leads a band of coastal mercenaries in pursuit. They catch up to them just as they're about to board a ship to Valamir. They're hard to miss because they're being followed by a horde of ambulatory turnips. The mercenaries are forced to cut their way through the horde of livid, sentient turnips. They're utterly overwhelmed. Patrician Sir Hippu is eaten alive by rabid turnips along with the mercenaries, and Meow and Mustard hops on their ship and is never seen again. Sir Hippu has died. Sir Hippu II has joined the council. Well, that's crazy. Despite everything, you refuse to get married. It's unwise, but I'm willing to accept I can't persuade you. There's one other thing you're missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm about to make some weird fucking peasant an heir. My youngest cousin. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I'll make the arrangements at once. I've got a cousin somewhere. Your Majesty, I returned. Can you fix it? I'm afraid it's too late to contain the spread. It's clear this was caused by an irresponsible use of magic by not a flea or a rat. There's a few options. I can inoculate your highness and household for a small fee, then you could wait out the rest of the plague. What are my other options? I could also attempt to break the original spell. It came from a monastery of all places, deep in the south. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. It'll be a difficult procedure, you understand. Very risky. I'll require further compensation. They're not gonna like this. Who was responsible for it? I want to know. Came from a monastery. Clearly an amateur playing with magic. Nothing serious. Probably just a nun who was jealous of our sisters. Given that you can't see her face, you're unsure of whether she's expecting you to laugh or not. Just find the person. I could do so, but it will not resolve your immediate problem. I actually didn't want to bother with this. I guess I'm making the grandees pay for it. Pessie is quick to start her ritual, gathering extravagantly expensive supplies that looked like they were fish out of a sewer. Ceremony is a brief affair, but the scent it gives the palace watch is unbearable. You worry it may never go away. The plague breaks overnight. People weep openly as the torment comes to an end. The whole kingdom celebrates it with a day of rest. There's no dancing as part of the festivities, however. What choice? Yeah, it's their choice. Deep in the south, Grandee paces along the hillside. The peasants love Torquato and believe the miracles, but won't rise up to kill the king. Take heart, Grandee. We are at the threshold. The peasants only need a small push. If only we could engineer that push. Somewhere along the coast, The Jar of Eyes strolls in their olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The Palace Watch won't accept our bribes. They don't need our money. I suppose they ran straight to the Spy Master to blab about it, too. Damn our luck. We need to bide our time and strike again. Have the game open? No. Alright, we're gonna get rid of reverse voting. And I'm also gonna get this in hopes that we can maybe fix the kingdom because nobody cares about authority. Nobody gives a shit about authority. How the fuck do we rebel? You would type !rebel. However, I would like to remind you that if you rebel, you are on your own. And you are based off of your military power, which may not be good for you. So just keep that in mind. Here's your witch. She's the one who started the dancing plague. Please, your majesty, I didn't know what I was doing. I wish those nuns, they were making fun of me, and all I had to do was pray to the North God to make them a bit more jolly, I swear. What do you make of this? Don't waste my time. I'm a wizard, not a judge. I'm only here to fulfill the agreement. The council will decide your fate. Okay, which option do you guys feel? They did almost kill you. They did almost kill you. I gotta be honest. If authority goes down, we all lose. Yes. If authority hits 0, everyone loses. Nobody wins. What if no one votes? Then I pick. Let's give ourselves a little wiggle room. All right, we can see who wants the entire game to end. Well, hey, that's not fair. I'm just being a little silly, my lord. The peasant girl sobs quietly as she's dragged away to the palace watch, but Grandy Llama with gun looks pleased. Sorry. I'm glad to see justice was done, your holiness. May this be an end to all the nonsense. Not quite yet over. She approaches you at the end of the council, her solemn mask betraying nothing. I require further compensation. We didn't agree to that. It was a verbal contract. You asked me to find who's responsible, and I did. Now pay up. Well, guys, she's a greedy witch, but I gotta be so real. You never cross a witch in this game. She will kill me instantly. Guys, you never win against a witch. Guys, I've learned my lesson. Remember when we were doing the other playthrough and like I fucked around with like a wizard and like he just killed me on the spot and ended the whole game? Like literally ended the whole game in one decision. I ain't fucking around. I'm just gonna pay her. Glad we could come to an agreement. I'll always be more available for plagues and pestilence and related queries and contracts should you need me. Probably. She swoops out of the room. You notice a small pack of rats following her. Yeah, I got hit with a fireball and got instantly immolated. This morning, you'll be cutting the ribbon at the new library, then giving a speech at the gardening festival. I've prepared some inoffensive jokes about flowers for you. Is there a council meeting? Well, yes, but the nobles told me you weren't attending council meetings anymore. They said you were happy to let them decide the matters of the state. I said no such thing. Well, it's time to head to the council hall. Oh, your majesty, forgive me for not bowing. We didn't expect to see you today. What's the meaning of this? Don't take offense. We thought you'd be relieved to have the reins of power taken from you. Maybe you're right. I don't want to rule anymore. We'll give you that impression. By the 9th, anyone could see you're not fit to rule. Let us take care of things. Would that be so bad? Do I just behead him? No, I'm just gonna warn him. It doesn't get much better than that. Better after that. The nobles have discussing the day's affairs without you. You don't object. You sit quietly on the throne and wait for them to notice your arrival. Kill him. They're not rebelling yet. Yo, you ain't fit for rule, little bro. Your Majesty, I regret to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking a southern criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she slipped in the net until we discovered that she fled at the march a number of years ago. But the barons are refusing to let us investigate. Who? We don't know her real name, but peasants called her Homewrecker Carrie. The Homewrecker? She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way half across the state. I like the sound of her. Gross. Wait a moment. Are you talking about Honey Tongue Carrie? She's a pillar of the community back in Bergdorf. She arrived a few years ago, and we used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest, Honey Tongue Carrie? She's a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Do you have any proof of this? Do you have any proof of this? I feel like a trial is worth it. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night. I feel like we should just have a trial. Guys, what do you think about a trial? Myself, I'm voting for C. I vote for C. I mean, like, is it true that she did that, or are they just saying she did that? She's currently operating an orphanage. Good night, everybody who's going to bed. Their votes. It doesn't matter. The vote's going anyway. I do wonder their intent, though. This is Democracy Manifest. Unfortunately, Hunter, despite your best efforts, they can vote for whatever they want. When Homewrecker Carrie arrives at the capital, she looks like any other sweet old lady, the sort of woman who gives local children candies against their parents' wishes. How can I help you, dearie? I've seen enough. Execute the criminal. Cut the crap, lady. You know what you did. Suddenly, her face shifts. She adjusts her posture, standing up straighter, and stares you right in the eyes. All right, you got me. oh shit. Okay. All right, that's an interesting development. Ask the orphans. Do we have any orphans to ask? No, we didn't think it was important to bring any. Are you really... Do you think your good deeds wash out the bad? I hope so, Your Holiness, or else I wouldn't have done them. It's all a bit of muchness, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm one of the Matholingsworth was looking for. The pompous idiot. So what are you gonna do? She's honest as hell. She says, yeah, I did it. And I do think that doing good things washes out the bad. That's why I'm doing good things. Fuck it. By the ninth, Your Holiness, she just admitted to her crimes. She goes back to her old lady persona with a smile, and she continues to care for orphans, water plants, and enjoy her twilight years in peace. She's a good member of society. She's a good member of society. I'm sorry to tell you guys. She may have done crimes, but she's not gonna do any more. A kraken? A kraken, a real-life, honest-to-ninth kraken, just outside my harbor of the West Shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once. A kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, Your Majesty. You can appease a kraken by offering living creatures. You can't be considering this, Your Majesty. See, this would be a really good time for reverse voting, but we don't have one. I say let it be, but it's up to you guys. It would be really funny, but that would actually make their navy even worse. Guys, they would have 0 military. I vote C. It's got the best chance. Patricians, keep in mind who's voting against you. Rico, why are you guys voting A? Roses is throwing. Send no rowboat. Guys, are you sure you don't want to vote for C? You know what? I'm stepping out here. I'm calling for everybody, for like the barons and the grandees and the patricians to vote for C. Guys, just give them a hand. They're gonna die. Roses, try not to ruin the game, though. We've spoken. No, we can get 3 more votes. Any barons? Are you sure you don't want to help? Guys, you sure you don't want to vote for C? Doing blah, 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 Hunter. Blah, blah, blah. Instant. We'll stop doing that. That is the definition of throwing. Although you should be nicer, Hunter. Well, there goes the harbor. I didn't know it was a real Kraken. If anything, this is the king's fault. The Kraken was angered. And they've nuked it. They don't even have a rowboat anymore. Well, Your Holiness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? That forest is haunted. You'll damn us all. Well, you sold us a logging contract. The said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Holiness, the barons cannot be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Haunted? I don't believe in haunted. I don't believe in haunted. Figure it out. Figure it out. Pay us. No. You guys pick. It's not my problem. Oh, it's tied. We need another vote. If one gets ahead by 2 votes, I'll end it. Really, what are you guys voting for over there? Oh, it's tied. It's tied. It's ahead by 1. 1 more vote for B. 1 more vote for B. Or 2 more votes for A. Going once. Going twice. Oh, there we go. Oh. I'm ending it. I've given it enough time. With the oh, it actually passed. With the council's express permission, hundreds of southern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and gleefully cut it down. What were they so afraid of anyway? That's true, Hunter. Hunter, you gotta keep it in mind. You gotta be more friendly. I'm gonna call it out. Hunter, don't be so aggressive. Relax, relax. This is a for fun game, bro. You should choose to be kind to your allies, not keep spreading the gap. In fact, you should apologize. And then Roses should probably stop doing that. That would be the best case scenario. Your Majesty, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Egerstad. Well, once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of common folk have died. Some soldiers stationed around the city got drunk and were fooling around. They tied a burning stick to a cow's tail, but then the beast went mad and ran through the city, setting hundreds of fires. Poor cow. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we can rebuild. Well, I don't know if we got much of that. This is a hairy one. This would hurt the military of the barons. Well, the patricians want A. And everybody else wants C. So what if I paid you guys $500 to vote for D? If you vote for D, you get $500, whether it passes or not. Whether it passes or not, you can get $500 by voting for D. That's right, you can vote for D and get $500. Going once, going twice. Some people got money. Even though the vote did not pass, you got $500. You send word that they will be expected to rebuild their own city without the king's help. Gadzooks, what's the point of having a king in the first place? We're low on money. Oh, speaking of which. Now, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny one. The patricians could fund E to counter the barons and the grandees funding B. Or you can vote for something else. I don't care. All right, are you ready? The command is !fund, the letter, and then the number of money. Right? Three, 2, 1, go. Okay, you gotta type that again, Cheesy Bean. You did it too soon. I think. You may have done it too soon. E and B are in the lead. It is canceling each other out. Another building will have to be funded in order to stop the patricians from funding E. But the grandees have a lot of money they could be spending. You have to beat E, not B. If you don't fund something above E, then you can't win. I rub my hands together. It's all working out perfect. E and B are in the lead. Runner-up is D and A. Time's up. And it was nothing. They've canceled each other out. That's not good. Although, if you guys all rebel at the same time, you would all, you'd all have a problem. But then who's gonna win? But hold on, before you all type !rebel, who's gonna win? You're all at each other's throats, too. We will win. Who's we? Only one person gets to win. I'm most pleased with the new prison we built on my land. But that's true. The patricians have no military. The prison wardens believe the whole thing is the whole building's cursed. She refuses to let us transfer any prisoners. That's inconvenient. Nobody can tell me why. They just say it gives them a creepy feeling. I wouldn't rebel yet. Also, if you rebel, you can't vote. Paint puppies and clowns. Now that's a good one. I'm going for the puppies and clowns. Let's go, puppies and clowns. We're gonna paint puppies and clowns, I think. Remember, if you rebel, you can't vote. So be careful. Clowns are only creepy in like the 19th and 20th century. They were a very patented thing, or a very stable and friendly thing for a while. Kind of like how people are afraid of sharks, even though that sharks are literally like almost harmless. You all got baited by puppies and clowns. Soon enough, the prison is covered in colorful images of giant playful puppies and enormous laughing clowns. The effect is more troubling than you'd hope. This hasn't solved anything. The guards are still avoiding my prison like the dancing plague. We'll shut it down until this is sorted out. It looks like the barons have rebelled. This means that they will not be able to vote after this unless they calm down. Wait, rebellion halted. Defiance is below authority and stability. Oh. The barons can't rebel. A giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. Frog Saron is now a frog. Your esteemed highness, most infuriating circumstances befallen me. Gonna get you fish food? This is no laughing matter. I have been cursed by the sweetly wizard. He has inflicted me with these gills, and I can't leave the water for more than a couple of fucking minutes. What did you do to anger him? I own a tannery that's polluting some picturesque beastie like. How was I supposed to know? Arrest this maniac. Guys, I gotta be so real. We can't do that. It's not gonna work. I mean, that... John wants to kill the patricians. He wants to kill them. I vote B. You will get $500 for voting B. I vote B. I say we just ask him. He's like, hey, could you maybe turn him back? No patrician military. That's true, actually. Well, too late. $500. If no one's voting, I guess I'll make money. So true. See, you guys have so much money. What do you want from me? Can you reverse the curse? Why would I do a thing like that? It's ruining my favorite beach. I don't curse for nothing. Well, shit, now it's in front of me. Well, okay, well, this will make them upset. And this will make them upset, but not cost me money or trade. Sorry, Frogman. If that's what you want. He turns into water and splashes down the corridor. How dare you! He remains confined to the aquarium. The sight of the glass globe and its gloving occupant in the council hall becomes unremarkable. Well, you know, just happens that way. Get frogged, I guess. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to my cousin and adopted son. Everybody starts clapping. Well, congratulate you on adopting him. What's his name? Slop 2. Wait, my name's not even Slop. I'm sure Slop 2 will be a chip off the old block. Well, they're not gonna get more pissed at me. What if I just leave it alone, though? What if I just leave it alone? We deserve a bribe. With what money? We don't have any money! Tax all tax. That sounds like a good way for me to get my head chopped off. Fuck it, I'm leaving it alone. Tax us some more. You're not baiting me this time. The parents gonna help out. I'm leaving it alone. Haunted furniture? Oh, that's right. They cut down the haunted forest. Someone stop that armoire. As your way to the council hall, an antique cabinet runs past you at blinding speed. Mad Dog follows in close pursuit. We thank you for your mercy, wretched despot. You're welcome. Greetings, your esteemed highness. I'm having some trouble with my fucking furniture. I bought it from a Grandi Scholinger just last week. Of course, today I hear this has been happening all over that scoundrel's merchandise. I wanted that good-for-nothing Fletcher. That forest they chopped down was ancient Heartwood Grove. The trees were alive. They still are. Please, your highness, the council must step in. I don't know. This one's kind of funny. I just chain it to the floor. Modern problems demand modern solutions. I vote C. We're just gonna tie it to the floor, okay? Just tie it down. Tie it to the floor. Just a living fucking piece of furniture. Guys, can you imagine a living piece of furniture just tied to, like, just chained to the floor, and it's like, stop! Stop it! It's just shaking in anger. Like, let me go! Release me! Release me! Going once? Permission to squish the face fluff. Like this? You know. Alright. Wait, no, so someone takes those marshy suit. Hey, no one should take that. It's their fault, not mine. Up and down the kingdom, they're forced to take their hatchet to the new shiny furniture. There's voices from the splinters. Everybody's money went down. Look what you've done. Grandy Skollinger has been imprisoned. Skollinger 2 takes to the throne. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard. The best in all the land, Sally Six Fingers. I have no time for this. But you haven't heard the verse I'm working on. They drag the bard away. They never learn. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. This fucking place sucks. Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot. Spread faith. Common folks are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid. Become beloved. You should get money. I wanted to double down. Guys, we have never conquered anything. You guys are too busy trying to kill each other to take over a country. How are we supposed to go to war like this? We're never going to war. Fuck. We're going to war with you. That's not the same. It's not the same. Well, I don't want to fucking do faith and trade. That's lame. I mean, it would work. It would work, but like... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the best one here. A wise decision. We'll find that sacred artifact, sure. Adventures aren't cheap. Raid faith and trade. I wouldn't recommend it. Guys, I wouldn't recommend it. Let's go for swing votes. Swing votes are funny. Swing votes are different because that means you can change your vote after you've already voted. Again, I'm going to remind you, if the patricians rebel, oh God, what's happening? If the patricians rebel, you have no military. I don't think that's a good idea, Hunter. For the last few months, my liege, my new prison stood disused and forlorn. I went to visit it. The joyous art pieces you commissioned have deteriorated. The puppies look like sad ghosts, and the clowns look very alarming. While I was there, a woman who'd set up camp in an empty cell claimed she was researching. I think she was a witch. She might be able to help us. Or she's the cause of all this. I couldn't say. I hurried out of there to avoid being turned into a frog. We must consult the council. I don't know. We could just ask. What if they just join in? I don't know. Taxing us. I didn't overtax you last one, Hunter. I didn't. I didn't do that. All right, don't say such things. How generous. Everyone's got to pay their taxes. You seek help from a witch? My God. The witch sends word she'd be happy to speak with you, but she's terribly busy. She wants you to travel to meet her. All right, I'll go meet her and I'll go. Fuck it. In a few weeks, there's a free spot in your schedule. You make the necessary arrangements. You're naturally... Everybody starts talking about you. Comet? About... you guys probably shouldn't rebel. Things could work out. Look, I'm not in a rush to win the game. Listen, I'm going for like a fucking scepter? I don't give a shit about a scepter. You guys have more time. You guys have more time. A blood red comet was spotted in the night sky over your coast, Your August Majesty. Citizens are claiming it as a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Look, I'll even throw you a bone. I'll even throw you a bone. Guys, I'll even throw you a bone. Okay? Look. For a few weeks, the coast is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land, foretelling our doom. I wouldn't. It's a bad idea. Your Majesty, I have exciting news. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript. I don't care, really. It's written by Queen Alma. I really don't care. If she was here, I'd kill her. It's in the Warren Caves of Black-Wheeled Forest, Your Majesty, near the capital. Hopefully it's not too dangerous. It's their job. I'm sure they'll be fine. They found anything? They found it. Break the hinges of the door and sell it. I tried, but they've already suffered a horrid wilting curse. The scepter should be hidden, but it can only be found by a monarch whose purpose is strong and true of heart. That's a pity. Don't put yourself down. I'm sure it'll be fine. She wrote a ritual for a monarch to prove themselves worthy. I can read it out. You make the arrangement. Bring a procession of horses, food, drinks, adventure guides, and a little traveling desk. The adventurers lead you down a cave, holding flaming torches to light the way. It grows very cramped, and you bend double to squeeze. You walk for hours. Just as you might have lost hope, you reach a golden door. Your focus shatters, and you open your eyes. We'll go back next time. You return to the surface far more quickly than you descended. I'm not worried about it. Guys, relax. It's fine. Wait on, what's the witch gotta say? When you arrive at the creepy Marcher prison, first you notice a lack of birds. It's too quiet. Greetings, King! Damn, who is she? Wait, hold on, guys. Who is she? Greetings. What do you need? I'm a busy woman. Who are you? My name is Lack, of course. I know who you are. What are you doing in my prison? First off, I'm not a witch, I'm a wizard. Witches are given their power, like a baby given a toy, whereas wizards must claw it from the universe's greedy clutches. Answer your question, I'm doing research. I've never heard of you. I'm a relatively new wizard. I was passed my apprenticeship a few years ago. What's wrong with this place? You made a mistake. You went and built your fancy prison on what's known as a thin place. It's somewhere like a wall between worlds. Out here, a witch, wizard, or demon could smash the walls down from this side or the other. What do you suggest I do? Lend me some scholars from Quail University to assist in my research. We could shore up the walls between worlds and you could get your prison back. I travel back to the capital to vote. Guys, listen. She kinda hot, though. Look, if you vote for A, that goes against my ability to, like, get the scepter, which then gives you more time to do your ambitions, okay? I think A. And look, C is bad for you guys. You guys don't want A. So you guys don't want C because C raises stability. Okay, why don't we vote for A? All right. In fact, I say we help. Can we get money too? No. Goth girl, goth girl, goth girl. Let's go. Goth girl, goth girl, goth girl. Come on. Why is Ziggy throwing like that? I'm not throwing. I don't care about a fucking scepter. You think I give a shit? Guys, listen. I didn't want... Listen to me. Listen to me very closely. I don't want a fucking stupid scepter. I want to take over another country. I want war! But we can't ever get it because you guys kill yourselves. The patricians have 0 military. They would lose to a fish. You mean to tell me? They did lose to a fish. They did lose to a fish and turnips. It's not always about winning. Exactly. It's not always about winning, guys. It's not about winning. We send scholars to assist. There are rumors in the march that you're assisting a witch with her dark magic, but you can't do anything. I don't care. Who cares? Your Highness, do you remember the Grandee Skolinger? Oh, the person I threw in the dungeon. That's right, my parent. You threw them in prison for selling haunted furniture. Well, they've escaped. They've cunningly concealed their escape tunnel behind a 6 foot wide oil painting of cavorting nymphs. Why the fuck did we let him have that? Little or not, this was a Grandee and was accommodated accordingly at the Grandee's request. Let me hunt down this outlaw. I'll show these soft-hearted Grandees how a baron keeps his prisoners. Well, we're not voting for... I don't think we should vote for D. I have faith in the baron's military. I'll pay you $500 to go for A. I want my end table wife back. Yeah, I would have been fine just chaining the fucking tables to the ground so they can't run away. Well, no, you guys shouldn't rebel. It's bad for you. Your ambitions are so close. Next dawn, a surrounded posse of hollering marcher soldiers. Baron the Sherman rides out to hunt them. A week later, he returns triumphant. He's fucking dead. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The South is really upset about that, and the barons are feeling pretty good about that. Jod, would you relax, bro? And died today. He wasn't innocent. He was warned. The Royal Navy has stopped a ship in the harbor, Thalasus, Your Majesty. It's a merchant vessel from Dania, and the crew have come down with some kind of plague. The captain refuses to go home. That ship is carrying fine silk and rare dyes. I don't care what happens to the crew. We need to secure the goods. What plague is it? High fevers, oozing pustules, uncontrollable vomiting. Sounds like the creeping scourge which bumped off the half the kingdom a few centuries ago. Well, that's not good. Let's send in a swing vote. All right, guys, I'm letting this vote run for 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You guys should discuss what you want to do. You can change your vote after. You can change your vote. But before I go, I want to warn you, guys, about voting for A. I'm going to warn you guys about voting for A. Here's why. That A vote doesn't go with everything else. That plague could kill everyone, too. It's not as simple. Anyway, you guys discuss with each other, because you can change your votes. You can change it. So I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back. Have you guys decided? It's between A and D. Why have all the barons voted D? Because if you, like, I don't think you guys think about the plague. Have you guys thought about the fact that it's a plague? Or have you just decided, like, no, we have to lower stability no matter what? You could kill the whole kingdom. What's left to rule if you kill everyone? That'd be kind of bad for you. But I mean, you can do it if you want. You can do it if you really want to. Quit stalling. I'm allowed to say what I want, motherfucker. This is a swing vote. Okay? I'm not stalling. I can sit here as long as I fucking want and talk. So, I think the people who voted for B should change their vote. Let's see, who do we got? We've got Yak Yak, Sherman, Mad Dog, Rico, Roses, and Sentient Jar of Eyes. Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, either people should vote for B or you guys should change to A or D. Let's get something somewhat unanimous. Let's get something kind of unanimous here. All right, it's kind of in the air. Let it ride. Okay, what do you guys voting for A or D feel about letting it ride? Do you guys think it's good about letting it ride? Let it ride! Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Or do you still want D? I'm gonna count to 30. Okay, I'm gonna count to 30 and I'm gonna hit the button. I'm not looking, okay? I'm not looking. You can see my eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Let it ride! Challenge succeeded. Let it ride! All in! We have a let it ride emote, too. There is no plague report. 2 months later, the Navy board the ship and find nothing but corpses. We're rich! Time to vote again! There's no stability change. I'm pretty sure the barons can get it. But you guys can vote for whatever you want. Are you ready? I will start the auction in 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, if you have nothing to vote, maybe vote for D. D would be kind of cool. Remember, you don't have to put in too much money. It's winning. Honestly, B is gonna win. You guys should vote for other things to, like, you know, have something else. What's gonna be the runner up there? He is cool. Kill the widget. You've got. Where the fuck are you? You got 1250. But you also have 5 seconds. Too late, machine, sorry. But I mean, it's okay. You kept your money. Stability has been lowered. Shark attacks. Your Majesty, upsetting news from the coast. Several presidents have been killed by a shark. You can't close my beach! No one mentioned closing it. That beach is vital for tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got the wrong end of a fish. Now I want to close it. You can't. Can't. Take it to the council. But guys, D would be really funny. But guys, D would be really funny though. But guys, D would be really fucking funny. I'll pay you $500 to vote for D because it'd be really funny. Guys, there's a super killer shark at the beach. Why is there never any treasury ideas? I don't know. Guys, it's so fucking funny. It's funny. It's genius. We'll flip this on its head. The patricians immediately mount an impressive beach relations campaign. See the world-famous man-eating shark. Thrill seekers welcome. More people are dying than ever, but at least they signed waivers. Everyone's happy, especially the shark. This simply can't go on, Your Majesty. These arch-buffons think they know everything, but they know nothing of the Nanskad's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we found a perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills, but it's on the Grandi Pauli 2K's lands, and he refuses to let us build. It's heresy. The stars are big and close as the ninth god intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was Breagle Eagle. I mean... C is bad for me. So you guys probably wouldn't want to vote for C because it's bad for me. But I mean, you guys vote for whatever you want. Whatever you want. C is good for me. Yeah, it's bad for me. That's what I said. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. It turns out I'm stupid and I can't talk. Not the first time. Construction goes ahead despite it. And the claims are very validated. A gang of local peasants, emboldened by the religious zeal, storm the observatory and burn it down before it's finished. The perpetrators are not found, and it's convenient. With the treasure and your adventures in tow, you return to the cave door. Well, see, now you've raised my faith. Which means I found the scepter. Even torches don't illuminate it. You step into the chamber and torches snuff out. A hideous scream echoes from below. The adventurers scramble into a protective stance while the treasurer wails. Oh, I should have stayed in my office. Is that a spider? Ah, no, it's a cobweb. Sorry, I'll just stay calm. GG, the Grandies win. Not really. I touched something. I gripped the scepter. It glows gold. It looks like a wooden staff that any peasant might use for walking, but the glow is as bright as the sun. I'm eliminating poverty. No, I want to conquer. We'll call the nobles and tell them the good news. I go in. And I go back to the forest. I call the nobles. I go straight in. The treasurer holds a velvet cushion upon which the scepter sits. It looks small and ordinary, but you sense the weight in its history. Air slop toddles along, hand in hand with the governess. What's going on, your highness? I have some good news. The nobles fall silent. King Slop has descended to the darkest depths of the Blackwood Forest and retrieved the Scepter of Ages. Excited and worried, whispers ripple all around the council hall. As the bearer of sages, the king has sealed his destiny as King Slop the Enlightened. How do we know if it's real? It could be any old staff. I pick it up. It glows bright. Slop 2 claps his hand in delight. Now it becomes clear that even the grumpiest of nobles will never dare speak while you have the scepter. Well, I guess I won. And in the end, I played all of you. In the end, I played all of you. You've all been had. Every single one of you's been had. You didn't let any of us. What do you mean I didn't let you? What do you mean? You can input it on the other screens. I did nothing but draw all night. We can do another one. But honestly, I do have to go to bed before tomorrow. I have Easter stuff. La la la, I can't hear you. La la la. I probably should. As much as I would love to do another one, we can just do another one another day. It's Easter Sunday. Which means that you know. Hold on, put on this for a minute. I got this little crown, but it doesn't have a texture. Oh, it's also flattened, huh? 1v1 me in Bannerlord. I don't want a 1v1 in Banner. Why Bannerlord? Hold on, you think I can find another crown prop? Here, how about this one? Maybe this one will have a texture. Let's try this one. Hold on. Add prop. Oh. Oh. Ah. What's happening? Help! Help me! Help! What if I... Can I fix this? Oh, it's huge. Oh, it's gigantic. Oh, it's gigantic. They made it 10 billion miles long. I can't even see the fucking thing. Where is it? Where'd it go? Delete it quick. No, hold on. Can I see it now? It's nowhere to be seen. All right, I give up. That one's not happening. How many polygons does this have? 10,000 polygons? That's not bad. Well, apparently it is. Fucking apparently it is bad. Is there another one that's free? I'm looking for a free one. But the only one I found that has a texture is, well, that one. And the other one that didn't work. How many polygons do you have? I don't know. Hold on, Golden Crown. This one has... Alright, this one just says 0, so that's probably not true. This one's really small. Let's try this one. If you guys find any stupid models that you want me to put on my VTuber, I can just do that. Like stupid hats and stuff. But hold on, I gotta grab this one. Propeller cap. If you can find a model for it, I can do that. It has to be a .obj. Hold on. It has to be a .obj or a .fbx. It can't be anything other than those two. Now hold on a second. Paste this in here. Let's give this a try. It has no texture. And you can just make them. What, can you make models? You an artist? This one doesn't have a texture either. Where's the texture for these fucking things? I don't think the texture works. Because the texture didn't work on the other one either. What if I make it always face camera? Oh, that's weird. Here's IC. Well, if you want more information about making models for this, and you have free time, of course. If you have free time and feel like doing it, there is a format that works. Like this one was put together, that's why it works. And this one's just a PNG for this. Anywho. Messing around with this stuff is fun, but... Oh, wait, I wanted to... I should probably raid somebody. And I think I'm gonna raid, well, I could raid Boone again, but who, oh, excuse me, who else? I'll raid Boone. I'll see you guys tomorrow with something fun. This was a short stream, but only because I have to do stuff tomorrow morning. I think we might play Voices of the Void soon, but I'm not sure because I'm not. How do I phrase this? I don't want to stream Voices of the Void right now because I kind of just want to wait for the next update, but that could be another year, you know what I mean? So we might not. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Love you. Bye-bye.